Hi everyone, I am Alejandro Valenzuela. Welcome to episode number 1 of the Lean podcast, where today we will talk about how the pandemic impact in the company. Where a special guest will talk to us about the areas where the companies have been impacted. Welcome to Kareli in Kenya.
Hello, thank you very much for the invitation. I introduce myself. I am Kareli Perez, an industrial engineering student. And thank you for the invitation, Kalegi.
Hi, I am also very happy to be here. I introduce myself. I am Kenia Rojo, a student of international logistics. Thank you for the invitation, Alejandro.
Thank you, Gil, for accepting my invitation. Today's topic is very interesting, and it is also a topic that will make us reflect on the great impact of the COVID-19.
Yes, I agree with you, Alejandro, because in some cases, get adapt to the new normality is very difficult. There are no improvements. On the contrary, it already happened a year and it is impossible to have stability. And I feel that the main cause of the problems for the industry and for the companies are the production and the transport, because they are not the same since all this began.
You are right, Kareli. Actually, for some people can often think that the pandemic was devastating in all economic sectors. However, according to Amazon, the company that prospered the most in the pandemic in 2020, it showed that the isolation of the pandemic gave an unprecedented boost to online sales, despite the chaos. Therefore, the distribution area within the logistics sectors benefited enormously, compared to production in industrial sector, since it was affected, as Kareli said.
I think that the companies most of the time treated the mesh by adjusting their operational dynamics. Also, they negotiate with their counterparts, redirecting the business and marketing as a result of the support requested to the government that never appeared.
Yes, but most of the business didn't have the opportunity to adjust what Kareli and Kenya mentioned, since it couldn't be officially operated by government decision. And speaking of adjustment, Kenya, what do you think are the difference between the logistics that were used before COVID-19?
Very good question, Alejandro. The logistic needed to be more optimal due to the increase in orders. Therefore, it was complemented with technology to find more optimal, faster, efficient, and less expensive routes. Since the local orders were too many, that was the big change going from the traditional to the innovative.
Very interesting, Kenya. And I have been reading that whereas some companies were in bankrupt, some others were doing very well, such as those that produce amazing things. So my question goes to Kareli. You, as an industrial engineer, how do you think companies adapt to produce more in mass?
Good question, Alejandro. And I feel that it was very difficult to the industry and for the engineers, because as an industrial engineer, what interests us most is to get as much production as possible. And they had to reduce the numbers of operators, causing a complete new design in the times, in the manufacture, and also for the work areas. And I think that a new working methods will be implemented.
Yes, as an industrial engineer as well, I think the same, that the companies had to make many changes to produce more products. And finally, at the beginning of January, will be vaccinated. This news was very promising for everyone, since I could see an opportunity to return to normality. But we are already in April and everything remains the same. Until when do you think this will go away to normalize?
I believe that the pandemic brought many changes in all aspects. So within the first few years, there won't be a normality such as probably in 3 years. But in the meantime, we will have to adapt to this new way of living, to this new normality. where we have to wear face masks, not have physical contact with the people, among other measures that we all already know.
Yes, and I think that until we are all be vaccinated, this will be ended. Until now, the old people and teachers are already vaccinated, and this is getting better and better.
I am agree. Well, thank you very much for joining me in this episode. It was a pleasure for me, and the question remains, when will the world return to normal? Thank you, and see you in the next episode.
Thank you, Alejandro, for the invitation.
Thank you, Alejandro, for the invitation.
And there will be reference that we use to give good information for you.